If we consider a particle undergoing rectilinear motion over some time interval, and these graphs describe its motion, we'll recall the acceleration is the instantaneous rate of change of velocity with respect to time. So if we separate the variables and integrate both sides, and noting that a is constant in this case, well, what we get is the following result, which means that the change in velocity is equal to the area under the acceleration time curve. And in a similar way, the velocity is equal to the instantaneous rate of change of position with respect to time, so we can separate the variables and integrate both sides. And here we can also evaluate this integral on the right using geometry. So that's the area under the velocity time curve. So this rectangle has the following area, and this triangle has the following area. So on the left hand side we have the displacement, and if you substitute for v minus v naught, we can write the displacement in terms of the acceleration also. So I'll leave that for you as an exercise. So the displacement is a vector quantity which has a direction, and the distance can be obtained by integrating the speed with respect to time. So remember that the speed is the magnitude of the instantaneous velocity, and that gives us the distance, which is a scalar quantity, whereas the displacement is a vector quantity which has a direction. A particle travels at a velocity given by the following function, and we're asked to find a displacement from 1 to 4 seconds. Well, the velocity is a rate of change of position with respect to time, and if we substitute for the velocity and separate the variables, we obtain the following expression, which we can integrate on both sides. So from time t equals 1 to 4 seconds, and this here is basically the displacement between 1 to 4 seconds, which is equal to t squared minus 3t evaluated from 1 to 4 seconds. So if you evaluate this, you're going to get 6 meters.